Oh no, the photo was slightly see-through. This is way hot. Okay, back down, back down. There we are. That photo belongs in a museum. Like the one we're making today. Maybe a bit higher, actually. There we are. Hello, gamers, mods, and lurkers. Well, I guess this chair doesn't have armrests today. Canadian tuxedo, please. I'm wearing non-jean pants today. You need both parts for a full tuxedo. Oh, hello everyone. A lot of people are out this week, and I thought that'd be an exceptional time to premiere our new museum, or 2 or 3 or 4, however many we get to, for a couple bonus streams. It seems like a fun thing to do, you know. And all of it, of course, is brought to you by you from patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, but also all your support here on this channel, such as Dalrent with the quarter century. Thank you, Dalrent. Let's see, where are we? We're here. Now you might notice something. You might notice 2 things. Number 1, I've done the bare minimum to get out of the tutorial for this file. That is because I wanted to have a fairly clean slate, and I wanted to showcase the DLCs for the game, since those are newer and, you know, people like new things. And I just think they're fun, you know. And we're here to chill. We're here to chill. So we have 1 star on the basic museum and nothing else. Someone who works in a museum, you're curious about this scheduled game. You have not seen 2 Point Museum before. Okay. Right, I didn't do the lighting correctly. One moment. Can you tell the coffee hasn't hit yet? Simply need to drink more of it. Now I'm well lit. Oh, okay. Okay, never seen this game before. Is it a simulator? It is a simulator. It is a comedy simulator. The 2 Point series is a silly little simulator game. We'll be doing silly little simulations. We're here to have fun. We're here to be creative, you know. Oh, you bought this game last week and you're addicted? Good. It's a fun game. Now, I will pause it to the chat. Will we begin with art or with animals? Because I want to feature the DLCs here, so ignore this, ignore the base one, ignore this. We're doing art or animals first. There's a 3rd DLC that I don't think has its own map, actually, which is the fantasy stuff, which we'll probably sprinkle in somewhere. Should start a poll? This will be a quick decision. Not enough time for a poll. Seeing 2 arts, 2 animals, 1 more vote needed. Art. Okay, we're doing art. Life of the Arty revitalized an industrial port by collecting and commissioning works of art. Whose art, and is he single? I mean, we'll get to both eventually, so don't worry about that too much. If we have time, anyway. I'm only doing a couple of these.
Welcome back to 2 Point Radio. I'm Hayley Von Trowell, and it's time for some news. Artist Zara Fitzpocket is set to unveil a new museum as her latest creative project. The gallery aims to revitalise the arts in 2 Point County and re-establish the Fitzpocket name for an unprecedented 7th time.
People like the number 7. Hello, darling. I'm Zara Fitzpocket. Yes, those Fitzpockets. I'm sure you'll agree it's ridiculous that the country doesn't already boast a world-class art museum. Doing like the gayest voice, why? Between you and me, I squarely blame that loathsome paint-stained Tarquin Fox Bridge. Sadly, our Minister for Culture couldn't tell his art from an elbow. But that's where we come in, not you, we. With my exquisite taste and your flair for curation. What is going on? More coffee. Curation. There'll be no stopping us. So what do you say to a little creative project? The voice is messing me up, I think. The Undie docks are positively oozing with potential. First, we'll need to clear up some of the less desirable. I need to do vocal stretches before I stream, I guess. Let's clean up some ooze. Okay. Interesting. I have to select the wheel on this. Just clearing out some notifications. Wheel on this mouse. Whoops. This mouse in order to rotate the camera. Uh-oh. Okay. Hello? Why is your sensitivity so low? Okay, we're good again. Just really making a whole thing about everything here. Okay. I'm definitely going to want you. Destructive artist, huh? You're family unfriendly, but you're a perfectionist. So that'll be good. What if we are going to need... Oh, you're loyal, so you're cheap. Why not 2 of them? Slacker? No. Not feeling those. We need to get some people. Dinner lady. Okay, that's a good thing, right? And greedy? Nope. Don't like greed. Greedy? No, don't like greed. Sure. Those are good traits to have. Gluttonous? No. And there we are. So, I just bought some people in order to do some things. They work here. That's all you really need to know, is that they do work, and it's good work. Really good at showcasing this game, aren't I? And because we are here and we are, of course, featuring people. Yes, I should buy people. Exactly, Inkslayer. And that is why I'm renaming our junior expert to Inkslayer. So are we a revenue dependent museum, or can we have free admission? I don't know if you're actually allowed to have fully free admission in this game. You can lower the price and raise the price. But we are revenue dependent, let's say. Woohoo, you have a job. Also, Art Deco Sunbeam, thank you for joining us. You'll be a dinner lady. You had art in your name, so. Let's burn, not beam. There we are. Very important. Staff room wanted, right. We need to build rooms. Where should the staff room be? We'll put it in the staff hole. I don't know what I meant by that, actually. Why not this corner? A staff room. That big? Ah, yes, the staff room goes in the staff hole. Also, one thing I did my first playthrough, because I've played this game before. We're on my account. I have the DLC. I had the item snap mode, so it would snap to the grid on all the time, and I didn't even know didn't know the key binding to even change it to free motion. We're playing free motion this time. I'm only going to be snapping stuff like doorways, because it just looks better when they're snapped, or like items where it might look better, but for the most part, we're going to be sticking things down onto the ground a bit more loosey, a bit more goosey. Now, this is medical equipment, so I will snap that to the wall. Just make sure the staff room is soundproofed to hide the sobbing from the teenage docents going through teenage stuff. Well, they don't have to cry because we have sandwiches and donuts. Delicious. And we also have water, which they probably won't drink. That one I'll snap just to make the other things seem more off kilter. And you want arty looking garbage can. I think we'll leave the rest for later. Yeah. A staff room. Won't that make it harder to fit stuff into a room? This game's actually fairly generous about... don't know why I'm pausing all the time. Fairly generous about requirements for operable spaces. You don't need to shove everything tight together to be successful. Excuse me. In my experience, there's only so long you can run a gallery without any art. Yes, you can tell them it's intentional. They may even find it profound. But without anything to see, they will go home. And we can't be having that, can we? We need ideas. We need paint. We need a room to think and breathe and create things. Provide your artist with an art studio and commission your first piece of art. The very best collection starts with a single painting. The Artless Gallery. Ceci n'est pas un musée. Free sandwiches already. You'll have your pick of staff applicants. We do. They're lining out the door to apply. And I'm just shooing some of them away because, like, no, you're a bit greedy. No, you're clumsy. No, I don't want that. Room for activities. Create the art in a space. People will think about it. And they'll have emotions about it. Now we can make an art studio. And I have played this DLC enough to know that there's at least a minimum size that we want for this. Why not have it down here? I'll make it that big. Don't like that door butting up to the corner like that now. Okay, you. Oh, didn't mean to right click. Go there. And we are going to need this. And just to be silly, come on. Very slightly off. Because I'm a rascal. And we're here to have fun. This will probably be good. Some food for the artist. You have to feed the soul. And some more special little decorations in the corner. We're making the room more decorated, which makes it better, I guess. I don't know. It's interesting for a museum to hire an artist for a museum. I thought usually they bought art instead of making it. Well, you can't... Why am I pausing? You can't really feature art until the art is made, right? So now we've picked Inkslayer. They're going to make art. It's going to be so deep and so profound. That'll take a bit longer, but whatever, it's fine. And they're filled with joy, so they're going to make it a joyful thing. Oh, Garfy, 400. Thank you for the 112. Guess what, Garfy? My rueful eye has turned to you. Garfy 400, you are now a junior expert. What was that pop-up? I totally missed it. Some museums have artists in residence, yeah. And some have young artists one word, development, not development programs. Also, create and display an original art. Sure. Maybe, I think we should have 3 artists. Loyal, perfectionist, workhorse. That sounds exceptional. This one, just because we have so many things to name, and also they tell me when the good things happen. This one will be Lurbot. Sorry, typing on my BlackBerry. Big ups to BlackBerry. I was the only person in the office who had one for a couple of years there. Also, we have something here that I should probably display. But where? Right near the beginning? Right near the entrance? This one I'll snap. It's an impressionist piece. And I didn't get the joke there immediately. Oh, there's no door there now. Okay. Oop. Come on. Rotate the item. There we are. Excuse me. Coffee's fighting back. No, I want you rotated. There we are. It's an impressionist piece, which is to say someone took a thing of clay and pressed their face against it, which is why it's an impressionist statue. Despite living in Paris, you don't know much about museums, which is unfortunate. Well, you're here to learn more. And you can do that, let's say, here. You are MLP Copper Moon. You are featured. Okay, we got a perk and we have an artwork. Let's unveil it. It took a bit more money, but it's ingenious. So it has more knowledge. And art enthusiast guests like it more, which we'll get a lot of here. It's an art museum. And it's inspired, so the exhibit quality is higher. Oh, wow, you've been hired. Yes, I am paying you money. So it's perfect. Our first piece of artwork is perfect. Well, good start. Hello, Word Nerdify. Thank you for joining us. I'm going to place this in a place of pride. Happy Pride. I need to empty some of this out of the way. Weird. The PA didn't really say anything there. Interesting. Sound-wise, the PA person will just like chime in with something. This, I think, especially since it's perfect, I'll snap near the wall. Marvelous! Creating art is rarely easy and often exhausting. Your expert might seem okay, but their mind is a blank canvas. You have to fill your cup before you can empty it. Artists need some time before starting a new project after producing a piece of art. Let them have a break and think of some new and daring colors. But their lull needn't be dull. Why not use this time to hire another expert already ahead of you? Every artist is different. Comparison may be the enemy of joy, but it's also the scandalous best friend of every art critic. Have a staff room with at least level 2. Evoke any emotion in 15 guesses. When they look at this, emotion is evoked. Here it's joy. Also, let's put on that perk we got. Also, use for tickets. Uh-oh. We need more. There. And one more so that we have someone to sub in. Randy Fossil, okay. Family friendly, great. I always want to have at least one extra person to sub in when one of these people go on break. And what else was I doing? Right, I was putting out a place for donations. You can snap there. You go there. Staff room with a level 2 decoration rating. Well, okay. General. Staff room plant. That's all we had to do. Okay. Keeping a stable of artists in your collective will make for an interesting and diverse collection. But nothing jumpstarts a gallery's reputation like a few big-name attractions. Travel the county's art scene and use my contacts to get your hands on some famous art. Just tell them Zara sent you. We could get that. Or that. This is basically just saying, hey, you can now travel. Let's travel. This is the bare minimum that I had to do to get to the, also, let's just, there. You don't need the little pop-up. This is the bare minimum to get through the tutorial. We'll see you later. Party planning. Yes, I'll go over this later. Once we go into our second theme, it might be fantasy, and we'll get some adventures for that. But right now, we're going through Zara's sketchbook. We might get this, or this. Don't know what they are, but we'll get them. We want someone who can do 2D art, and an assistant. You're both, well, you're a globetrotter. And let's nullify that injury. No longer stepping in oil. And that's how you do it, kids. What staff like most is having their own bathrooms outside of tourist zones. Got to pay up the swipe card access staff floors. Or play up, not pay up. We don't have a bathroom here. I'm gonna make a bathroom. Where should the bathroom be? I'll put it down here. This is a weird corner. Bathrooms go in weird corners all the time. Snap. Is these definitely want snapping capability. I'm used to my controls at home. There, an entire wall. Why not? Something for trash. Slightly off-kilter trash. Anything else? Why not some hand sanitizer? Those can snap to there. Now we have a bathroom here. And we've done it. We found something good with a shortcut. Bathrooms go into the weird corners so they can be hidden. What do you think of this, chat? What do you think its statement is? I think it's romantic. Disgust. Disgust I get because they're eating a big thing of cheese. Romance. Misinterpreting the original artwork. It's not a married couple. It's a father and daughter. Oh, it's cheese. I thought it was a big potato. You'll notice the residue on their face evokes cheese. Also, this game loves to feature cheese. One of the quirks of the whole thing. Let's place this exhibit. I keep grabbing things without having a place to put them. You can go there. How is your artist? Do they seem, I don't know, permanently altered in some small but meaningful way? Profoundly new, but somehow more intensely themselves? No? Well, that's disappointing. Emotional intelligence isn't just one of my many wonderful qualities. It's an essential skill for any serious artist. Some may not be able to see it, but you can find the entire range of the human experience in this county of ours. Experts qualified in emotional intelligence will be able to expand their emotional range on expeditions. We'll need to create artwork from all over the emotional spectrum to build a world-class art museum. Build a staff room to train them in emotional intelligence, because that's trainable. Go somewhere where that new emotion is available. They'll bring it back and they'll paint it. And we'll get to you in a moment. I need to put out more places for money. Let's mirror that side by putting it here. Why are you not snapping your rotation? Oh, I'm hitting shift. That's why I need to hit control. And then this is there. There we are. Now, employ an expert qualified in emotional intelligence and send them off. I am going to build a training room. Where should the training commence? Can't put it down there. The doors are in the way. Why not? Training room. It's where the training happens. Oop, I keep hitting the wrong thing. There we are. Book return, another desk. More places for, now we're level 3, great. That means it's more effective. I did not silence the narrator, and yet the narrator is silent. Okay. I built that so that I could give one of my 3 people I already have emotional intelligence. Guess what, Garfy? you're going to be emotionally intelligent. Is there any space for scholarship in our museum? Do the curators have offices? Is there a library? There's a gallery room, an art studio. There's a trading room, donut room, end of list. So, yes. Yes. Let's go find that other. Also, we've unlocked this because we completed an expedition and have more buzz. We'll go there in a moment. We have one more undiscovered thing here. You're available. You're available. No longer injured. You're right, Matt. Not placing everything on the grid does make rooms look a lot better. Honestly, it is small, but like this is on grid, this is on grid, this is on grid. Their plaques are not, and it adds so much to it, you know? Like even these are... Well, that was on grid. That might actually bother me a bit. I want that to be on grid on the wall. I guess spaced away from the wall a bit. There. Now it matches. That's... You get your parallel design there. Also, we need to activate buzz bonuses. Okay. Let's check. Near standing spotlight. Near any seating. That one's good. Let's do that. This is a standing spotlight. Wait. Is it this one that wanted the standing spotlight? Oop. A bit farther out than I wanted. There. We're finished. Going to smog. The Cubism comic. We had the first part already. This man is being altered. Now I'm just reading chat. Anyway, right, we have more art we need to do. Guess what? We're doing more perfect artwork because you're good at it. Ink Slayer, you might be slaying more ink. Actually, I'm just gonna make more room for your next masterpiece right now. There we are. Here as well. Storage room. You do like slaying ink, and that is why you are a supporter of loadingreadyrun.com. Wait a minute. We had something we wanted to do. Famous art, interactive art, okay. And it has the sorrow icon, which means that if I send this person with emotional intelligence there, they have the emotional range. They can pick up on sorrow. You'll notice these spots here. Experts can acquire understanding of new emotions during expeditions. Garfy, you're gonna get sad. Sure. Honestly, injuries are fine. Better than paying money, I guess. Does that make me a bad manager? I don't think we need any more there. Yeah, I think we're good for people right now. Any other rooms? Any other rooms? Staff, training, workshop, art studio, bathroom, building, gift shop. This looks like a room that could be full of gifts. This is just something every museum needs, right? Is a gift shop. You can enter down here. I think having additional secondary counter from when someone's on break is fine. This I'll snap. Look, don't they look friendly? Let's put up some more stuff that people can buy. Standard books. Art books. People like art, right? And I think the only other thing available is onesie stands. Let's make crayons. Just seems fun. I think I'll put this there. Garfy gained an understanding of sorrow on an expedition to Blundergrad. We've done it. Garfy's so sad. Oh no. The stinker. You'll notice this game has a comedic bent to it. Depicts a universal figure in a moment of contemplation and relief. We're drawn to see ourselves and everyone and consider what we share, even in our most private moments. This is disgusting and funny, or so they say. Let's place that exhibit. I'm gonna put it near the toilet. Everyone. The toilet's that way. A lot happening right now. Okay. We need a money stand near it because people need to give money for that, and we'll put that there. Cannot be stolen. Sure. We'll install that. Get that notification out of here. More artwork from Inkslayer. Let's see how we do. Took money, but we got ingenious and inspired work. You are perfect at your job out of the box. Oh, okay. Joyful. Lovely. Okay. Well, let's place that exhibit. This one will be slightly off kilter, just to be silly. And I think it's already gotten by that, but we'll put one more out. There we go. Oop. Don't need that. Create a painting that explores and evokes sorrow in the art studio. Well, let's get on that. You have sad. Big sad. Sorrow. Evokes feelings of sorrow. Increases guest buzz when making donations. Significantly increases guest buzz from MIA memorial exhibits. That's if someone just disappears on an expedition, which can happen. I don't like having that happen personally, because then I have to buy another person and train them up. Tumble Downs. Place where one can discover joy. Famous art, interactive art. I feel like we want to finish that cubism thing. You're a globetrotter. And actually, now that we have this room, we need more assistance. Greedy, no. Loyal, you can go there. And Nimble, you can go there. Sethalitos with the sub. Sethalitos, you are Vomino Nimble. Thank you for your contribution. I definitely did not silence settings. I didn't silence the DJ or whatever. And they're not saying anything, and it makes it weirdly quiet. I turned the subtitles on. Anyway. Whatever, we'll deal with it. We'll deal with it by me talking at you more. So, we need more buzz. You are fine. You want seating, and I believe you want seating too. Okay. Let's get some seating. These are art themed. I think I'll do the art themed seating. Ding, ding. Snap you to the corner. Those are too far away. Okay. And you can go there. Like that. Sure. You good? You good? Okay. Over here, we need seating. We can put that seating like this. Oop. Maybe the narrator just automatically turns off if you're streaming the game. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, they returned already. Do you have an auditorium? Lectures and film screenings can drive revenue? I'll look into that. We've done it. The climactic final cell of the Cubism comic, evoking rage. This man has turned into shapes. And we've perfected that art piece. Do we have any? No, we have no perks available to us. Gorilla 87. Ooh, 87. Gorilla 87. You sound powerful. Go. Gorilla 87. You've done it. Oh, we do have a perk. What? Promotional label increases guest desire to visit a gift shop. Sure. And the Lesser Gatsby with a sub. You get to also be a person. We have named one of them, but what about the other one? Oop, wrong thing. D. That's underscore. Yes. I use it so infrequently. Lesser. With a T. The Lesser Gatsby. See, now this is how I'm driving revenue for Loading Ready Run. Oh, unveil artwork, right. So much to do all the time. Lament budget. Only so much lament. This one is great. Not pristine, but great. And it makes people sad. All right. Lovely. Because it's not pristine, I think... There, you're starting to feel something. I can see it. It's painted all over your face and the canvas. Your original art collection will continue to evolve as you expand your emotional range. Experiment and explore a variety of emotions and artistic approaches. Select a deep approach when commissioning art to increase exhibit quality and receive fabulous perks. I've been doing that. Hey, my museum educators would be envious of your personal outreach to viewers, Matt. Well, when you name the people after your patrons, you know, it really gets the money in. Perks can be applied to exhibits of great or better quality for a variety of exquisite bonuses. Well, I've been doing that. And one nice thing is, because I am only just out of the tutorial here, you'll notice this room here. Art cannot be analyzed in the deconstructor to reward perks. Well, I don't have that room yet. So, not very useful in other places, but here, irrelevant. So we don't have to worry about deconstructing stuff to get more knowledge. I have played a bit forward in this DLC. What am I looking for? I'm looking for this. Okay. So I know that not all art sticks around forever. Sometimes art goes on journeys, more than just emotional. And I feel like this one is going to be here for a while, but not forever. Oh, it doesn't really snap well. Okay. That can go there, and that can go there. This one's great, but we could do better. So I'll put it there, and we can just like see where that goes later. Commission a deep project in the art studio. I'm going to do that. Deep. Well, you're our perfectionist, and I want to train you even more. And love when people are happy, so we'll do that. Bagel Pixel. I'm noticing there's a star next to your name, which means you get to be special. Let's say we have several here. Those two have already been named, but this one has not. Yes, that is how you spell that. You are now fine and loyal. Lovely. Love being a namer. We haven't been here, but also we haven't found that interactive art. Let's go there. We barely have money for it, but we do have money for it. Train you up more. Don't want that injury. Well, no, the injury's fine. Damn, I did type that. Manga Pixel. This is why I double check the going online tweets. Yeah, we've done all that. Okay, next, what are we doing? We can direct. We can decorate more. Ooh, out of money. How can we make more money? Good value. Let's change that. Everything is more expensive now. Music festival. Sponsorship. You know what? That's a type of culture we can make money off of. Where can we put it? Here? Must be placed on wall. That is a wall. There. I think, is that in... Oop, not enough money. This will help generate more money so we can do more stuff. Matt ironically mangled the pics. Well, it worked out in the end, didn't it? And right next to the open window can be that. Because they are sponsored, we should probably decorate that well with stuff like this. Now you're at 2. Now you're at 3. What if we put some light on this? Lovely. General. Does that help? You are really a greedy fixture here for decorations. Back to here. Why not? Add in a pipe. There we are. We're at 5. 5 of 5. Oh, well done. I'd say you're showing signs of immense potential. Damning with faint praise. You're showing signs of immense potential. Develop the museum's art collection a little, and even that ghastly Mr. Foxbridge won't be able to deny it. Ooh, a pickle. Navitas just subscribed. Thank you for joining us. Guess what? You're getting your name in the game. Yeah. Guess what? You're getting your name in the game. That's simply how it is. Clementine Orange. That's funny. These are randomly generated, and that got a lovely little comment in there. Navitas underscore. The underscore is very important. Okay. Well, chemical combustion. Lovely. They'll recover. Still chill life. Relax and color outside the lines with lots of crayons, a healthy stock of chilled produce, and plenty of room on the fridge. Joyful. Ain't that fun? Let's put that in somewhere where everyone can have fun with it. Right next to the seating seems good. Needs more decoration, but everything here does. Earn money from the gift shop. I'll do that eventually. Evoke sorrow, joy in guests. I'll do that eventually. Ink Slayer, another hit. Are we getting another hit here? Are you gonna blast us with the most? Grin and Trust. Let's place that. This is just going to be Ink Slayer's gallery. Kind of funny how that's working out. Near seating. Okay. Tortured backstory. Goth guests gain additional buzz. Put some seating out. Where? We did it. Okay. 1-star museum. Misfits Pocket has been threatening something along these lines for some time. For a while, I believed I'd successfully halted the production of art in the county. For a while, I was right. Tarkin Foxbridge, Department of Culture. Well, we've unlocked a thing, we've unlocked a thing, we've unlocked a thing. Bravissimo! Good job. You've given me a lot to think about. This place is just a rough sketch of what it could be. I'm sure there are valuable experiences awaiting you while I drop what's next. Return to your first museum and earn a 2-star rating. Well, we're done here, so... Also, I'm just gonna... What did I do? Okay, anyway. Also, let's go. Promoted Curator Class 1. We got those things that I unlocked. Okay. Unfortunately, now we have to go back to the first museum. Sucks there. Stinky. On tours, learn the finer details of being a curator. Tell guests where to go and criminals to get lost. Children's rooms do well in many museums. Is that an option here? Kind of, actually. Kind of. Apparently returning the main menu may fix audio issues. Well, I'll be doing that.
We were supposed to join Professor Hamish Curlybags now at the Pebbly Frog Sanctuary, but unfortunately, their phone lines are down due to aggressive signal-eating moss. We may not be able to reach him, but we still received a lesson on the power of plant life. Thanks, Professor.
There we are. Actually, we're good for break time, so I'll just talk here briefly on what we're going to do next. That can minimize. Now you're well-traveled, curator about county. It's time to... You started telling people where to go and what to see. Tours allow you to design a handcrafted guest experience with a curated route through the museum led by an expert. Guests who go on a tour will make a donation that reflects its tour rating. Place a tour stand to begin selecting exhibits and designing a guided tour of the museum. So we'll do that. Thank you, tour stand. But before that, let's pause and we'll go on a brief break, which means that it's time for everyone to get up and stretch and cycle your fluids. Well, gonna do the twist. Do the twist. Okay. And have fun. And return for more. Sick action. See that? It's her, and it's me, and we're back. We're vibing. So I did go back to main menu and then load up all of this again. So hopefully that'll help with the narrator actually narrating correctly. Let's get on it. And to...
Yes, I'm reminded that fossils are not boring, just dusty.
There we are. It worked. So to the previous question of what theme this museum is old stuff theme. Old dusty stuff theme. Let's see. No perks for you. It can be more than just that, though. We need to buy a tour stand first. Let's also get this notification out of the way. Oh, tour. A tour stand. This looks like a hole that we can fill with a tour stand. It goes in the tour hole. Select exhibits to include in a guided tour. A tour's rating is based on its length and thematic cohesion, as well as the buzz, decoration,
The
and quality
museum
of exhibits.
has a tour
on display.
stand, but no tours. Why is that?
Let's fill it with fossils. I have filled it with fossils. Perfect. Bad buzz, average quality. Fine, whatever. It's perfect. People like looking at fossils, right? Also, that is the end of the tour. I should probably put a donation stand near it. What if I put it right there? Sure. There we are. Okay. So that in mind, we have all this old stuff.
Staff promoted. You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
Because we're doing DLC, not just same old stuff, let's get some fantasy into here. Send some adverts out. Start with a new wing of the building. Because right now we got old stuff, a lot of old fossils, bones, some stuff in amber. But what if we did more? Also, while I'm waiting around on that stuff happening, let's send someone out. Like that. No injuries, please.
The expedition
Ooh, a
team are
sub.
departing now. I'm always so
Subscription
glad
to
that
our
I don't
channel.
have to go.
Let's get these people in. And then you get to be one of them. If they're good. Increased training speed and dexterity. Guess what? You get to be a wizard. Invict thus. In. Vic. Thus. Thank you for the sub. You wanted to check this out? Well, there you go. Hiding in your little basement to beat the heat. I've done that when I lived in Kamloops. I did that several times. An exhibit showcase, a penny pincher. We get money if it goes well, and so I will put this out. The pennies will be pinched. I'll put it here.
Announcement: staff member promoted.
Yeah,
What a great
that's
place to
good.
work.
Shiny sticker for decorations. Okay. Showcase exhibit. Lovely. This has good decoration, good buzz. Is it near a spot for donations? Now it is. Is it near a placard? Now it is. Empyrean? Things are going great. The building is practically bursting with greatness. Wouldn't it be great if you could expand the museum by unlocking plots in the surrounding area? Well, you can! As you increase a museum's star rating and establish yourself in the area, new plots of land will become available. They have objectives. This one is to run a tour containing 3 dinosaur bones and to have profit, so we'll do that. But first, I have someone to hire. Longer breaks? No thank you. Scout and muscular.
Staff are reminded to protect the exhibits, no matter the cost.
Guess what? Empyrean. Empyreon. Like the Pokemon. You are now a rogue, and you are a scout and muscular. Congratulations. And thank you for your support. So what do I have to do? That is good. Unlock a second plot. We have to do that, so we'll do that.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio.
start
You're
over
listening to 2 Point Radio, the station.
Also, now that they're back on, the DJ is a bit loud.
On the face of your ears.
That's better.
Today, I'm Ricky Hawthorne, just like I was yesterday and all the days before. Join us for
You
more
can go there.
shockingly consistent radio.
That's-
After, all right, music. Nice one.
And I believe that's a tour. I will need more bone people. Oh, great. Good at tour guides. You get to be trained in touring. And we'll need one more. Eloquent, good at tour guides. Great. We'll train you at being good at tours. There we are. Now we just need to make more money. My museum layout would work well for renting out for venues. Well, thank you. Also extended evening hours to attract young adults with
Staff
happy
may
hours.
feel like they never go home, but that can't be right.
You seem very well versed in what to do at the museum. That might be because you work at one. Boa conductor skeleton. The ruler of rattlesnakes has plenty of rhythm and very few limbs. Lovely. That snake can go here. People could walk under it, right? Like that. You might need one of these nearby, though. It's at a jaunty angle because I'm jaunty. You need a layered rock near you and more decoration. I will do that. Layered rock. You can go next to the wall. More decoration. More plants. I like putting plants out.
Training complete. Don't let it go to your head.
There we are. I've trained people. Lovely. And I found that. Gotta clear out more notifications. This can add that to it. That actually made it worse. I think these are the quality, but we'll just get more parts of that skeleton to make it better. But also, we have fantasy people. So let's go on a fantasy adventure. This places the fledgling arms. Some items. So let's send someone. We want strength. Good enough. All right. What about the other one? No. Empyrean, this is your task.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member.
Training was so broken in Theme
get back to
Hospital. In a
work.
good way or bad way? Also, just gonna... What is Tannoy? We'll put that down too. There we are. I feel like I'm fighting that person a bit. The announcer. Gift shop, training room, workshop, art studio. We just did art. We'll work on the fantasy. We could do art here too, but we'll work on fantasy for now. Yeah, I haven't played any of the other 2 Point games, so I am interested to hear
We're able to
what exactly is going on there. Oh, a dilemma.
Should we
Treasured moment. If something looks like a chest or talks like a chest, then it's probably a... Wait, why is it talking? Do chests normally talk? So... It's gonna hurt if I open it, so we'll forget it. It felt like a non-decision as nothing really happened, but your team feels somehow improved. It must have been a smart decision. Plus 100% experience for that. Okay. Assistant needed in gift shop. How many assistants do I have? 5, so we should be fine for now. Training was broken in Theme Hospital. All you had to do was wait an in-game year,
Announcement. Staff training
and you'd have a
complete.
consultant doctor
Well
for
done,
about
you.
1/3 of the normal wage. So broken in a that's quite good kind of way.
The expedition team are back in reality.
What do we got? It's a lot of experience. Headless. We'll have to work on that. Where are we putting all our fantasy stuff? Let's edit the building. You know how we have this lovely looking area with all of these windows? What if we change that? That goes up to there. Let's jut this entire building out. Who needs greenery? And you could have more building. Like that.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Let's not worry about the tile not matching. How am I gonna want to partition this out? Wall-wise. Let's design a space. I think this can go out like this. And then that. And then doors. Or like this one. Let's line it up in the middle. And then also opposite that, we'll make it look like marble. It's going down like that. There we go. Doorways and walls, creating spaces. Also, let's send someone out again. More of the same, please. Empyrean, get us that good stuff.
To our team departing on an expedition, I'm sure you'll need it.
Fantasy statue for all that you wish to dream about. It can be directly opposite the entrance. It's a good entryway point. Money right behind, please. And if you want information, it's
where
here.
Mayor Tabitha Winsock is supporting the county's knowledge rush, saying in their latest press conference, "If people like museums, then I like them too. In fact, I've always liked them. Museums are probably one of my favorite things to like. Say what you like about the mayor, but she knows what people want to hear."
More decoration. That. These are structural, so I want them to snap like that, I think. Makes more sense. Doesn't that look good? We'll need to get you some more stuff.
Expedition
Romance
team
trait.
returning from a fictitious place.
Brush with romance? Yeah, I guess so. Don't really know how that's romantic. School's gold, just like a chest in so many ways. Not like a chest in other less chesty ways. It doesn't react kindly to strangers. Enchanted, so provides positive or negative effects depending on its grubbiness. And hungry treasure, all teeth, for better and for worse. Okay, well. Also, we have not made enough money yet, so we'll keep going. Empyrean, you are working even harder. All for us. Aren't you pleased? Doesn't actually leave much room there for stuff. We are getting dwarves, elves, and goblins visiting us now. Directly behind the statue is
Ghouls and
this.
goblins should buy tickets the regular way,
That
as if they
crowds it
existed.
here. Kind of guiding the people a bit, movement-wise. Sure. You're gonna want an informational thing. And near a merchant barrel. Okay, let's do that. Here we are. Merchant barrel. Hungry for treasure. I fully didn't look at the notification there.
Attention, the expedition team have returned. Good for them.
Anyone museuming along with me? So, head? The distinctive head of a griffin. Nothing remotely like a griffin. There we are. More romantic day by day. Lovely. Okay. We're gonna want the third piece of that because there's 3 pieces. These are probably what I unlocked. Activate buzz bonuses on 2 fantasy exhibits. I just did that. And display 50 fantasy buzz. I just did that. Let's get that one more piece though. Empyrean, you are working very hard for us.
Staff member
We should sell
promoted.
plushies of that in the gift
What a
shop.
great place to
Exactly.
work.
Let's do that. Hello? Well? The dragons. It's not quite the same, but there we are. Manic Pixie Dream Lurker. Guess what? I'm gonna advertise some more fantasy jobs because 2 people is not gonna be enough. You're joining the team. You're coming to work for me. In a week. Groffin sounds like the last name of a singer
New
from
place
a
of
new metal
interest
band.
available to unlock for those who like maps.
Seems accurate enough. You're naming workers after chat? Well, yes.
Expedition complete.
Especially the people who sub.
So, what's in the box?
Ooh. Oh, we got people. Pest Piper and Muscular. Guess what? Because I have those 2 already. You are a Manic Pixie Dream Lurker. We've done it. We have people to name, so we'll name the people. What do we have here? You subbed at the beginning. Did you? You did. Did I name you after someone? Well, anyway, there's more people here. You want to be a janitor? You're going to be a janitor. We have janitors to name.
Staff promoted.
Daldrin.
You're now a little better. Not much, but still.
Because we were at another museum, and I named people there, but I don't remember who I named what in particular. Oh, we successfully pinched the pennies. We showcased it. We got money for it. Goodbye. Are we making enough money? Almost. We have an extra fool's gold. It is not a better quality than this one, so we will hold on to it. More here. Wishful? Sure, why not? Or wishful. We need intelligence. There. We need a second person. You're available. Ooh, money. Love money. Love making money.
We apologize for the insufficient number of information
Yay, thank you. No, thank
I'll
you
update
for
when we have
supporting
more
us
information.
here. That is exactly what we desire, is to be supported by all of you, emotionally and financially. What's the next thing? Also, this room seems a bit small. I'm going to expand it. Like that. Maybe not that one. There. That's good design, right? Well, wait. There, it seems more purposeful now. We have more room in the gift shop. Speaking of, I believe we have a new theme of book. Fantasy. don't have any onesies available. Let's change that.
For an unlimited time, Roach Burger meals now include a free Roach Burger character.
There.
For free! Collect them all by eating here constantly. There's the Roach Burglar, Sally Salt, Admiral Ketchup.
The Roach guys. More subs. Ooh, buckle boots. Tie your laces and buckle up. This fantastical footwear is ready to fly with or without the wearer. Staff equipment can be equipped by member of staff, and feather feet allows the wearer to move with a lightness of foot that's totally out of character. Well,
Gurney. And
thank you, an
the
anonymous
rest.
gifter.
Remember? They're back, and this time, it's for good.
Those are all named, but we have several here.
You're reminded
You're
that
our-
the prehistoric
Ooh,
period
you are
was
sad.
absolutely ages
There we
ago.
You are a tour guide to Unknown.
Expedition team returning
No.
from fantasy. How was the flight, you fools?
There we are. Thank you for that gift sub to Unknown. That's where'd they go? Unknown. Okay, didn't update there. There we are. More stuff. You're on break. I don't care. You're going out. Have we made enough money? Almost. There, pin it. You don't have to keep checking. Another notification. And another item to display.
Attention. Guests feeling bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Where do we put this in the corner? I think that would work. You need nothing. You're fine. I'll leave you to it then. Oh, right. I have staff doors now, and I wanted to do a design thing. The design thing is not viable, actually. Never mind. I was going to make the back area here staff only, but I guess not. The sass from the announcer? Yes. This is a comedy game. Right, and I have this place. I can start making more things, like this troll grab game.
Gift shop is fantastic value. Isn't that strange?
We're back from fantasy. Side quest, more experience, good. Love more experience. Have and Have Tapestry, a depiction of the kingdom's capital, weaved like all things of fantastical value on a loom. That is part of a tapestry.
Expedition team returning from fantasy. How was the flight, you fools?
There. Is that slightly askew? Weird. I was hitting the button to make it brush with rage. Okay. More decoration, please. I was snapping to grid, but it didn't snap to angle, I guess. More of these. We have quite a limited palette right now, but we have these as well. There. And it's 5 of 5. We're good. Let's get more. More of the same, please. You're available.
Interested guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
Tapestry reminds me to shout out the fabric conservators in museums. They're leading materials scientists engaged in preserving priceless heritage. Yes, because fabric is especially natural fabric, constantly wants to just decompose. You really got to work to make sure that that stuff does not just dissolve. Just imagine all of the old silks. They do not want to hold together on their own without intervention. Let's make this a bit more uniform. This area, we can do a fantasy something.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Like this. There we are. Oh, we got a sticker for that. In your museum, the lady who preserves the space suits. It's a science. Those things are made of very particular materials and mixed materials too.
Announcement. The museum has a new exhibit, but we don't know what it is yet.
They moved the 1,000-year-old Bayeux tapestry recently, and it took over a decade to plan. Is there a reason why they're moving it? Just like they made a new space, they needed to update the space it was in. Got a dust behind it. Oh, more boots. I already have a pair out, so I'll leave those in storage. Normandy in France to be toured in the UK. Okay. Okay, UK. Still want more of that half and half tapestry. So, well, you're on break. Maybe we go here first. You're available, and you're good. Great. Character development.
There may not
Tickets
be
are
enough
selling well?
information
Good.
stands. Guests are feeling bemused.
We need a janitor with workshop. We have that. Okay. My wizard self being on break means I too am on break. Exactly. I need to go to more museums, honestly. I don't go to enough. Kind of sort of been to the one in town, and yet not really the whole thing. Nope. We didn't need those. Okay. Now that we've broadened our frontiers and ventured bravely outwards, we ought to head
Workshop
deeper
project
in
complete.
thought.
Tinkering temporarily terminated.
Guests can only learn as much as the museum can teach them. To increase our knowledge of exhibits, we'll need to use the analysis room. The analysis room can deconstruct any exhibit, turning it into raw data. For each exhibit we analyze, we'll gain knowledge on that particular exhibit, increasing the amount our guests can learn. Very important. You've gone to a museum this year. It was the Gothenburg Natural History Museum a few months ago. Any highlights from there? And how's Gothenburg? Never been.
2 Point Radio. Now for a spot of fun. I'm going to
Put this over
read some
here.
fan mail from you, the listener. Let's take a look here. Oh, that's a very nice drawing from Samantha, who is 65. Nice one, Sammy. And what's this? That's my power bill. What's that doing here? Join us next time for more electrifying postal action. Now that is a lot.
Don't worry about the wall here.
There's
It'll
a
be gone.
crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely.
Why not a
Also
window?
good news.
Any other decoration for this scientific room? Like a map for the wall. And a whiteboard. We'll leave it at that. Analysis room. Expand your museum onto your new plot. Analyze a prehistory exhibit. Well, I've been holding on to one that I had no use for. For a while, Frozen Beehive. I already have one, and this one is poor quality. Drags Matt to the Field Museum in Chicago, but then I have to be in
Congratulations to our newly
Chicago.
promoted staff member. Now,
That's
get back
it's
to
not
work.
Victoria. It's Chicago. I want this to match. There we are. I mean, if I'm going to museums, I have to go to new places, so I guess Chicago will be fine. Dread Delicious. Dread Delicious? Like the apple? You get to be Tim Curtains, who is being delightful. Also, I'm going to pay you a bit more. Dread Delicious. Dread Delicious. 51 months. That's almost a year. It's almost a year. Wow. Wow. We got a new item. And character development. Teeny kettle. Does milk and 2 sugars count as 3 separate wishes? Ask the tea genie inside. Okay. Enchanted and wishful drinking may or may not grant guests a wish. Okay.
Guests are reminded that one day your stuff could end up in a museum. Dream big.
I'll put you next to the other enchanted item. Near a donation stand. I'll fix that right away.
Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Frozen Beehive exhibit has been deconstructed, earning us money and a perk. Lovely. Health inspection, don't care. Just thinking about museums. Oh, you live in Gothenburg. So you've been there before, but it was years ago. Speaking of Gothenburg Museum. This needs a bit more decoration. Let's get that going. There. I've earned a sticker for having a lot of tourists visit.
Congratulations to our newly promoted staff member. Now,
Get back to work. Here again. Let's finish that tapestry. You're available. You're available. Let's go. Expand your museum onto your new plot. I will do that. New building, please. Start new building. New building. There, I guess? And then it can go down, but I'll have it go to there. Start to frame out the thing. I don't think I'm gonna
our health and safety standards
otherwise
are being
match it
inspected.
too much. That's like a full building, right? We'll match the door. Got it. A dilemma. Coins for the kingdom. A giant hooded figure approaches your party claiming to be collecting taxes for the kingdom. Chat, do we pay our taxes? Tax fraud? Okay, avoid tax. The team have hardly said no before they're thrown into the stocks by the collector and his band of hidden goons. I guess you really had to pay. Well, crime. Eureka! As we learn more about exhibits with a theme, we'll increase that theme's enlightenment. Achieving enlightenment in all our themes will be crucial to unlocking new locations and decorative items. Conducting analysis does more than increase our knowledge and enlightenment. It also rewards you with
Unattended
perks.
bags. will become exhibits.
Install perk
Honestly, I've seen
by
it
selecting
happen.
it and doing so. Let's get those notifications out of the way. Let's examine those boots. Well, not the boots. Let's examine the gold. We need more prehistory enlightenment. Do we have a perk? We do. Any more slots for perks? I'll have to work on that. What kind of museum are we? We're not non-profit, a little suspect. Yeah, we're kind of for profit, but that's mainly just because it makes for a funner simulation. Oh, look. The dragons sieged Half and Half and took control of the realm, burning half of the castle town to the ground. Well, that's not good.
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Queues for tickets. What? Okay, I guess I'll get another one of you. Junk foodie loyal. Oh. Well, it'll be good for covering breaks. We need to go here more so we can get more perks. So let's do that.
Join me in saying farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
Right, I have the troll grab game. I'm gonna put that down. It's a nice little interactive thing. Little game for people. Put it here. You are
A celebrity
fully
is visiting
decorated.
the museum. I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
What will you do? Oh. Well, that would have hurt me. You're good. You leveled up. You have a second perk slot, but I don't need to train anyone right now. Need more buzz. We need more points of interest in Bone Belt.
My recent trip to the Natural History Museum was a sobering reminder that stranger things have walked
Perks.
these lands that can be
Love
imagined by you or I. And I've imagined some pretty strange
Good thing that
things.
Gnome's hat has a
I was
flared
struck
base.
by an elegant,
Exactly.
terrifying giant that would vibrate its...
Boldadillo. The spiky head, shell, and tail of a boldadillo. Love that.
produce a ringing sound.
It's now complete, which means that I can put perks on it.
The
That's
name
deterrent.
escapes me, but I'll never forget that mesmerizing creature. Whatever it was.
Okay.
The expedition team are back from the Bone Belt.
Love that.
Find anything old?
Can't analyze mythical gear. Oh. Didn't know that, actually.
Analysis complete.
Is that a
Collective
Bofadillo?
knowledge has increased.
Bofad's Dillos. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh. Oh, I called the janitor. Okay. Do we have enough janitors? We have 3. That's fine for now. Maybe not. Here, running a bit low here. I'll get a 4th one just to cover. Delightful and sensitive, sure. Might need more food. Get food there. Oh, and food there. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Unsubbed,
Guests are
unfollowed,
prepared for certain
unmoisturized,
levels of
in my lane,
monotony,
unthriving.
But they're not prepared for this.
Because of the Dillo? Come on. Your lack of constancy is very telling. I also need to unlock more spaces here. I need a botany expert for there. I need more frozen finds, more fossils, fish stuff. That one I can work on. More enlightenment for prehistory. More fossils. Okay. More enlightenment for prehistory. Here's a fossil. Get that fossil. What if we had someone that could survive a rock slide? Whatever. There.
Expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
Just vibing. Also, I believe there was another thing we could do here. A soundstage. We had just unlocked that recently. People are very thirsty right now. Oh. British man! I knew they were magic! Wish granted. Granted a wish by a teeny kettle. You're bored though. But you just passed by the gnome thing. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Okay. We also have, oh, goblin. See, with this and the prehistory playground and like the gnome thing.
Some dinosaur skeletons are mix and match.
And
That's
the
just good science.
realization station, which is just a thing for pressing buttons and whatnot. If we stuck those all in the same room and then like dressed it up, then that could be like a kid's room. But then would that be very efficient to have all the interactive stuff all in one room? Hard to say. It's a design decision that you have to figure out for yourself. Something happened. Health inspection. Good. VIP visit. They were like, okay, thank you. Profit. Don't know what other outgoings there's for. This is just a great game to vibe to, you know? We're just chilling. We're not going to worry about this other building until I fill this one up more.
Not much, but still.
Oh, get leveled up. Treacle Ponds. What have we discovered? An ambered egg. Long before the first egg was pickled, they were kept fresh in resin for millions of years. Well, let's put that out. Right here, that seems perfectly fine. Wait, come on. Slightly egg. Perfectly decorated. All your perks are fine. You're near that. You're near that.
Announcement.
Oh,
Workshop
soundstage.
project complete.
Get back to that in
That's
a moment.
handy.
I did want that fossil because we want more fossils. You're available, which means you're coming with me.
The expedition team are leaving now. Please say goodbye and good riddance.
Soundstage. Where do you want people to listen to what dinosaurs look like, or sound like, rather? Probably around all the dinosaur bones. There. It's not crowded, right? Good decoration, good buzz. Yeah, we're fine there. Also, speaker. I believe we unlocked rock speaker. Okay. This is atmospheric. It'll make people enjoy things more. We love when people enjoy things. Hello? back here. Yeah, that's enough for now. Egg. Hello?
They say
Oh,
madness
it is
is
looking
doing the
at
same
me
thing
specifically.
again and again and expecting different results.
Okay.
But did you really
I didn't know it
expect
followed
different
me.
results?
Nice little
Stay
nook
safe.
there. Thank
Stay
you.
sane. Stay the course. Vote Windsong.
There's a lot of people here. Oh my god.
Some things
They
never
love
change.
the egg. The ambered egg.
While the toilets are not on display, they should be treated like they are. Thank you.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Just asking. I wonder, should I design more tiling?
Expedition team returning from Bone Belt.
Sometimes the fun of these games is in the detailing. We're showing feet! This is great. I believe I already have one of these, which is epic. So the great one gets to go in the machine. Grind up that foot. Let's learn about it. Guess what? More of the same. You're available. You're available. We're going feet hunting.
The expedition
Ooh, a
team
perk.
are departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Okay, you can apply a perk there. Great. So don't touch the toilets? Well, you say that, but the people here love to jump on and touch the exhibits. Let's see if anyone does right now. So, you know, they're doing that to the toilets is what I'm saying. Anything else we can construct? We have all those. That's it for now. Okay. One constraint that I am kind of sad about in this game is that any rooms like these are strictly square in their walls. So you have to have a design like this. You can't do a
Attention.
diagonal.
Won't somebody think of the children? Thank you.
And also all of the floor tiling. You can do diagonals and you can do full squares. And that's it. You can't do soft edges, twisting and turning. That would be my suggestion, is allow for specialty rooms to have diagonals. Also allow specialty rooms to have more than one exit entrance. Because as far as I can tell, you can only have the one. I've tried to have a walk-through staff room with like 2 staff doors, and the game just does not like that.
Guests are prepared for certain levels of monotony, but then
Great, the max quality has gone up to epic. Let's see if we get epic feet. We have an epic egg.
not prepared for this.
Guess what? It's better than our old egg, which is normal. Second egg has been featured in the museum near Footprint Decal. Hello? You look, I guess, like you would be pretty big though. Well,
Analysis complete. Our collective knowledge has increased.
there. Sure. Oh, foot analyzed. We've unlocked the ability to understand a wooden torch. Let's analyze the egg. Very important work. Also, let's continue. Maybe we'll get this other preserved history. You are available and not on break. You are available and not on break.
The expedition is leaving now. Final call for wherever it is you're going.
I hope my playing this also gives all y'all other players design ideas about what to do. In my first time through in the museum, I didn't make a basically staff-only area. And the museum kind of felt a bit like unanchored because of that. Rubbish, why? Saw some litter. What? From where? Right there. Okay, lovely. That'll get cleaned up eventually. Yeah, having
Announcement, staff member promoted.
not having a
What a great
staff-only
place to
area
work.
kind of made the museum feel just like a bit scatterbrained, a bit like undesigned. And part of the fun of the game is designing the space. So, oh, dirt floor. We now understand how to do a dirt floor. Unlock 6 points of interest. I'm working on that now. Murray Centaurus. And all of you. We don't need more of you. You level up. God. People are hungry and people are thirsty.
Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Any way to help that? I don't really want to put out more. What if this is a feature? Oh, haven't bought it yet. A fountain! A drinking fountain. 2 of them. That'll help. Yeah, see, people are already using it. Oh, we're at the break. We're at the hour. We'll see what we find when we come back from the break. So go do some stretches and think about the possibilities of what you could find in the dirt outside. See you then. Did you guess what's in the box correctly? We'll have to see. What's in the box? It's an unboxing stream. Imperium, you guessed egg. You are incorrect. It is a Giga Gecko. It is licking into a wood. But next time it might be egg. We'll just have to keep unboxing.
If you've enjoyed your visit, please consider donating. I won't see any of it, but still.
Welcome back, Matt. More like welcome back, Diderot. Thank you. Our gecko is already epic. This one is also epic, but we could use some more knowledge, so let's do that. Unlock another spot. Can we do that? Can we do that? We need a fish person. We need more enlightenment. More fossils. More enlightenment. We're working on that. Display more cold finds. Well, we can get another cold find. You're on a tour, not anymore. You're available. Photographic memory is good for here, I think. One of these events will happen in the expedition. I wonder which one. All of these are nulled.
Staff member promoted.
That's the power of planning.
Great place to work.
Ain't being creative and designful fun. That's the term, right? Designful. We're so close. We're so close. We have these boots that we're doing nothing with. Oh, a buzz boost. I can apply that. There. Doink your oiter.
Announcement. Information stands are there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
That implies something does not have an information stand next to it. You're good. You're good. You're good. That one? There. You're good. You're good. Okay, that should be fine. We haven't even gotten to animals yet. Need to get this
Attention.
museum
Guests feeling
star.
bored are reminded that they're not all that.
Late to the stream, but I hope everyone is having a good day. You're never late to the stream. Because we have VODs. You can catch up at whatever pace you want. But also, hello. Nice to know you're looking forward to the stream, Zutero. We're here to please. The weather here, specifically in Victoria, has been astonishingly mild for summer. Compared to normal. Even for Victoria. Victoria does not get sweltering summers, but... Also, we got a fridge. But... in this case, it's even milder than our normal. Like... I am comfortable in my condo. And my condo does not have good flow through. Normally, I'm not comfortable in the condo during the... Oh, we're already thinking about something. Goodbye, sloth, I think, right? Do you want more buzz from Frozen Vines? Let's try and get that going. You're available. Sure. There. Detailed. Great survey progress. +1 exhibit quality. Longer expedition. Survey progress is just like...
Now, get back to work.
Yes, 3 levels. If it's level 3, you can get pristine exhibits. But if it's like level
Attention.
1,
The expedition
the
team
best
are
you can
leaving
do is
now.
great.
Please say goodbye and good
Which isn't the
riddance.
best. Days remaining. 9 days remaining. Luckily, it should cool down on Friday for you. There you go. Meanwhile, here in the UK, it's been people dying hot. When we got the heat dome here, that was happening. A surprising number of people. What is going on here? Surprising number of people, like you just don't think about it. But a lot of people die just because it's hot.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio. 2 Point Radio. I'm Harrison
Dino
Bowles.
Bit.
Who's asking? Sorry, you can never be too careful. And you can never be too carefree. Today we're shooting for somewhere right down the middle. Let's see if we can keep it together.
Announcement. Analysis complete. Learn anything good?
Ooh, loved the sim games growing up. Well, harmonized melody, guess what? If you love them so much, why don't you... Hello? Why don't you... Hello? The hell? Why don't you enter one? Thank you for supporting with your subscription here on twitch.com/votingreadyrun. Right? That's it, right? Twitch.tv. I thought I was saying something wrong.
Staff haven't been trained in ages. People are starting to talk.
Wooden wall torch. Love that. Analysis complete. We've done it. And we can give a perk. We can put that up. Hell, the heat dome made a whole town get abandoned. Well, so it goes. We've had towns burned to the ground over here as well. Gotta remember that Tuvalu. Yep. Ooh. The fantasy expert is leveled up. I can upgrade you. As fantasy people, you have to confirm the stat boost yourself. Let's strengthen your strengths. Strengthen your strengths. Okay. Gotta enunciate that. Isn't the
Analysis
.tv
complete. Our collective knowledge has
TLD the main
increased.
driver of Tuvalu's economy? Probably. Probably. The soundtrack to this game is pretty good. That is a lot of gnomes. Oh my god. They're not gnomes, but dwarves. They're all dwarves. Wow, okay. Rock and stone, rock and stone. Losing is fun. Yeah, the soundtrack to this game is perky enough that it won't put you to sleep, but in the background and chill enough that it won't get grating, I
Exhibits
find.
will receive the same treatment as everyone else.
We've leveled up the max quality. Let's see what we found. Are they good? Has someone checked in on them? Are they good? Perfectly preserved at the exact moment they froze, with little to no idea of what happened since. Well, here we are.
There's no escaping the crate.
You get to go here. Near a K family diorama. I definitely don't have that. I can tell you that now. Entertaining though. We've unlocked frozen tops because we displayed frozen finds. We can get more frozen finds than dinosaur bones. Love it. Sure, they seem to be chilling.
New map
Of course,
location
of course.
available for discovery.
Bone Belt and Braces. On our current route through the Bone Belt, it's a straight shot to Bigfoot Gardens, home to some intriguingly feisty flora. But standing in our way is the Last Woods, and for Last Woods. And for that, we're going to need a botany exhibit. You can find the exact expert you need without waiting for the right applicant by putting in a job ad. As I've showcased. We don't need you anymore. Botany.
Announcement.
3.
Our health and safety standards are being inspected.
Okay. Exquisite dead guy. Defrosting in his display case. No, we're keeping him frosty. He's staying frosty. My main problem with 2 Point Hospital was that you have to start over on every level, which makes it repetitive. Seems like in this game you spend a lot more time on each building. Well, one nice thing about this one is that you get, and actually I can just show you, museum map. You get a handful of places. This will fill out to like 8 or 10 total. And you do kind of start out at square one on each of them, but that just means that you can grow from 0 in the path that you want to take. And in this game, you have all these different themes, and you can decide which ones you want.
Some training.
Like here I have some fantasy because DLC, figured should show off some of the fantasy. But then we have a bunch of prehistory, and we're going into botany. Haven't touched fish. Probably won't for this one. It's an entire branch that I'm just not gonna.
I saw that
lovely.
Jumbo
Okay.
McNally character
Just not
buying
gonna,
up parts of
go
the county
into
for their latest scam,
in this
the
particular
so-called
case.
Jumbo Museum.
And in
Since
that way,
when
it's
does
not
some
repetitive
private
because you can
fortress
just choose
full of
which
loot
direction you want to
qualify
take.
as a museum? I mean, I got a shack in the mountains full of peanuts.
Let's go over to Last Woods. Globetrotter. That makes you happy when you're traveling, I believe. Of these 3, I don't want the illness, because that's annoying. The other 2 are whatever. Let's make it cheaper.
Won't hear me calling it a restaurant.
It does seem more fun. Thanks
Please
for
join me
explaining.
in
Of
saying
course.
farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
From what I've heard, this is the best of the 2 Point games that they've made so far. And I believe one of the previous 2 Point games was 2 Point. Why is there so much trash there? 2 Point Aquarium? Is that right? 2 Point Hospital and Campus. Looks like your expert picked up an illness. That may have been fated to happen. Just for the tutorial.
Announcement. New map location available for discovery.
Well, we need to cure that person. So there isn't a 2 Point aquarium. I thought there was. Remedial Springs. Go here when you have an illness. They have irritable trowel. Caught a bug in the mud. Decreases toilet comfort. Illnesses can be cured here.
To our
There's
team,
Meg
departing
Aquarium,
on
but
an
that's from a different
expedition.
developer.
I'm
Okay.
sure you'll need it.
Well, now I know. Goodbye. Goodbye. If only we had 2 of these, then we could chain together the expeditions. You don't have the money for it, though. There are aquaria in this game, yes, that is true. I bet the 10-year chase is exciting on 2 Point Campus. Doesn't the series have vampires? I believe the series does. Are they here? Look. Well, that's a goth, not a vampire. I mean, it has goblins and elves and stuff, like,
Museum staff promoted. Aren't you capable?
Kind of just waiting for that expedition to happen. Any other design choices I can make in the meantime? I don't think so. There, another perk. Alright, here we go. Cave family. Okay. Hello? We've leveled up. Aren't vampires just goths with extra steps? The goths would hope for that to be true. We've done that. We've gone out to here. Woo. Let's get a man-eating plant. That'll be safe. Oh, so much illness. Globetrotter. Any of these, sure. We'll make it cheaper. I don't want to invalidate Lost because it will take longer, but if it takes longer as a possibility, because one of these will randomly happen. If this is here, it means that illness is less likely. And illness means I have to send the person to Remedial Springs, which is a bunch of added time, more than 15 days, so getting this is actually better.
Reminded that the museum accepts disposable income.
He's been drinking students' blood. Can you fire him? I would, but he has tenure.
Please
Exactly.
join me in saying farewell to the expedition team. They may never come back.
A new training slot. Wow. Okay, I'll train you in workshop number 2. Because you're a workshop guy. You have happy thoughts. You're just plain happier. Well, that's lovely. A dilemma? Playing pool. A deluge of rain creates a makeshift swimming pool in a jungle ditch, and your team desperately needs a break. In the jungle? Well, chat, what should we do? What could possibly go wrong? Well, we don't have analysis and it's saying study water sample. I wonder what could go wrong. What could go wrong? Well, swim does the trick until one of the team is suddenly sick. We now have irritable travel.
Guests are reminded that not everything has to be a party, okay?
Just chilling. The one downside in this particular game is when you have an expedition going, and it's a long one too, you kind of have nothing else going on once you're settled in. When we had art going, that could go in parallel with the expedition, which gave you some more to do. But I mean, I barely had time to put any decorations up next to my exhibits in the art museum, so.
You are prohibited from bringing food into the museum and encouraged to make do with what we have.
Just gives you more time to look at what you've made and enjoy it. I'm gonna get another oil, great. Spleen Lord. Spleen Lord. 115. You're loyal. And we love that about you.
Imagine a place filled with things you could never afford. Whoa! Countless, priceless artifacts from every corner.
Yep. Irritable trowel. Hate to see it. Blooming buffoon. The flower's laughable pattern is thought to have inspired the design of circus tents everywhere. Plant produce. Clowns. Will occasionally ingest a guest, turning them into a clown. Well, let's make that happen.
The world. Locked away for safekeeping.
Over here, maybe.
Well, keep imagining.
Or over here?
Oh, Jumbo Museum.
Yeah, over here.
The
Why not?
museum for big spenders.
Enter the clowns. You may have noticed that your new botany exhibit has a requirement. No? Okay then. Failing to meet an exhibit's requirement will cause it to degrade faster. Man-eating plants are accustomed to hot and humid. You need a heater and mister. I will get a heater and mister. A mister. Is there a mister? And a heater. Oh, someone's getting ingested. Someone's a clown. Ain't that fun? They're feeling fine. Instead of typical grubbiness, botany maintenance is more monitored by plant health. If a plant's health reaches 0, the exhibit will die and need to be sold. Botany experts will water exhibits to keep them healthy.
Complete. Don't let it go to your head.
Oh, Hewlin. Thank you for the raid. Hewlin. Raids are always lovely. Also, you just subbed. Guess what? For your dedication to our craft, you're now in the game. Now you know how to keep botany alive. We can focus on finding the best quality specimens. A point of interest survey level indicates how well we know the area. A high survey level increases our chances of finding a better quality exhibit. Complete expeditions to increase a survey level. When it's at max, you can send an expedition team to locate a particular exhibit. They added that. Speed up the survey progress by equipping your expedition with a survey
Doesn't
scanner.
matter how hungry you are, do not eat the exhibits.
Oh wow, look at all those. Okay. More staff. Oh, mine call. What? More stuff unlocked. Horse head statue, sure. Go there. You need a bit more decoration, oddly enough. Your piece of art. There. Dramatic lighting. Clear out this. Produced by the Blooming Buffoon, clowns are a special type of guest that cannot be attracted through marketing. We have not unlocked marketing yet. Clowns amuse other guests, imparting passive entertainment to anyone nearby. Guests who are turned into a clown retain their buzz, knowledge, and happiness. I also just noticed
staff member. Now, get back to work.
that we have more people that have come and subscribed, like EK, G, yeah. You are now Quencel Yaramero's new name. And where are we? Jurafuddle is now Nightshade. UX, you probably should have been a botany person. Well, we'll learn for next time. What am I doing? I need
Announcement.
survey scanners.
Information
Let's make
stands are
3.
there to explain exhibits. Unless they're not there, then they won't.
Not giving me time, game. I need to put the stuff down, and you keep interrupting me. You can go there. There we are. We need a survey scanner. We're building them. Find an epic quality botany exhibit. We're working on that. Staff happiness. That'll be the last thing we do. You need a vine column near you. Okay, let's do that. This is a vine column. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 Yay! A clown. That's the beauty of nature. And it'll happen again and again and again. Highly sustainable source of clowns.
Guests feeling underwhelmed by the museum's decor are reminded to be less superficial.
Botany. 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 You. Do that. You. Can do that. Okay. But what if the exhibits look tasty? Well, you might see that later. Are you? Yeah, you're fully. You are fully decorated. Anything else I'm doing right now? Survey scanner, great. Here. With. Well, you're already sick. You're sick too. Uh-oh. You can both go. Can't get any sicker, right? Also detailed. Man, please don't lick the exhibits.
Harrison Wolf on 2 Point Radio.
Yep.
Let's hear from a member of the Wolf Pack.
Yep.
Today's howl comes from
You might see that
Plankman
later.
Crothers. Harrison, do you think
But that
it's
exhibit looked
possible
me.
we're missing signs of more advanced alien life?
Licking
Well,
the
sure.
tapestry could give
By
rug burn.
definition, a
Well,
more
let's see.
advanced civilization is probably
It might
gonna
literally
operate on
burn, too.
levels we can't even comprehend.
Ooh, they're dancing.
Let me put it this way. You can offer a snail a slice of pizza, but it doesn't mean they know it's happening.
Announcement: staff member promoted. What a great place to work.
Survey scanner number 2. Best visit 20 knowledge we've already gotten. That one we basically automatically have.
Expedition team leaving for thorough investigation. They may be some time.
I do just have to reiterate though, Ink Slayer, legendary artist. All of their stuff that they made was just pristine quality. When I played the art DLC at home, because I've done some of that, out of the box I was not getting pristine art. Wait, can the announcement person just promote themselves? Did that work with pay raises too? They don't get paid, I don't think. They are out of my control. Which is why they get to complain.
Workshop project complete. Tinkering temporarily terminated.
Yeah, we got all 3. Okay. Also, I should probably expand this building a bit more. We'll eventually get there, maybe. Aren't getting towards the end of the stream. Oh. Yay! Regulus Walnut, you are now a clown. Feeling like a walking circus. Entertained by clown, you are a clown. We've really only scratched the surface of the fantasy area, but in order to get farther along and into new museums, and to focus on all
Staff
this
can receive
bones,
training to be
plants.
less useless and more useful.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna go away from that. I don't normally leave people sick when they come back from expeditions, and that's why. I believe I have 1 or 2 people that I'm employed by, that I employ, that get sick at the sight of sick. So that might be a problem. Thanks for not staying zoomed in on that. What, was it a problem?
Aren't you capable?
Was that an issue? God, he's really just continuing to go at it. The other people are just sitting on the couch drinking pop or whatever. Bigfoot Gardens takes a while. Okay. Well, anyway. Ooh, money. Why don't we design a walking path? One thing I learned actually from watching a stream, line placement automatically does the diagonals. Didn't know that before that stream I watched recently. I had been doing that manually.
We're able to unlock a new expedition location. Should we try something different?
Back to line. And then like that. That look good? Now for the manual. Caps on the end. It's called design, and it is my passion. Graphic or otherwise, I just had an idea. Is that anything?
Announcement. After some delays, the expedition team are back again.
Ooh. Well, camping spot and lost. Okay, neither of them got more sick. Holding chat trap. Good while it lasts. Doesn't that look fun and inviting? Uh-oh. Yay! A clown. You get to go here, I guess. And decoration buzz needs to be higher. You are hot and humid. Botany. Hanging candy flower. Oh, lovely.
Time's almost up. But I was just thinking about that last question from Mr. Carruthers. A lot of people have asked aliens for a sign. I myself have done it at least 5 times on this very radio station. But has anyone ever asked for a really simple sign? Because if
Staff
you're listening,
happiness. Uh-oh.
that'd be great.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'll do one more expedition. I think it'll be one more here. Can we find out that other cannon fodder wants to resign? What? Hello?
Reminded that your visit is a blank canvas. Paint it how you like.
Is it
alright?
from the barf? It might be from the barf. Also, actually, I can't go anywhere else. I need to send these people to get cured. Okay. Staff happiness needs to be higher. Yeah. Clear out those notifications. Staff pay review. This is a nice thing that they have. Satisfy all pay requests. Done. Staff happiness is now a lot better. Can we get it higher?
Announcement. Guests should not let the atmosphere ruin their museum experience.
We might go bankrupt, but we can do it. This is gonna work, right? 65, 66. Lots of jobs for janitors around the museum. I wonder why. 7, 8. 7, 8. 9. Amazing! The botany exhibits are really diversifying the museum's collection. Head back to Bigfoot Gardens for some more plants and grow your botany collection. Just need more botany buzz. Photosynthesizer. Okay. That would be this.
There's a crate on the helipad. Oh, and the expedition team have returned safely. Also good news.
Let's cure that other person while we're here, and I remember. And I think that'll be the last expedition for today. But I'll be back tomorrow, same time, and the day after, same time. Because this just seems
Expedition team
fun,
are
you know?
departing now. I'm always so glad that I don't have to go.
Oh my god. Okay, well, we're fixing it. We're fixing that problem. So anyway, while we're closing up the stream, thank you everyone for subscribing and getting your name in the game. It's very fun to be in the game. You might turn out to be an ink slayer and just like slay all the ink on the canvas. That's where the ink goes, right? Thanks for streaming, Matt, and thank you, TXC2. Thank you for joining and supporting us
Staff promoted. You're
on
now a little
twitch.com.
better. Not
No,
much,
twitch.tv.
but still.
Did that twice. Oh my god. Twitch.tv/loading ready run. I believe I'll send us back out to the museum map now. We'll see if we'll get to the animal DLC tomorrow. In the meantime, let's see what's coming up. Activate the overlay. Oh, wait. Overlay? Right, that's the Twitch out thing. So I'll go out of Twitch. Or go out of YouTube or whatever. The VOD. Bye, VOD. Bye, VOD. Hope to see you tomorrow. Or whenever the next VOD is out.